What is up, guys? I Crow with Spilt Milk here, and today I'm going a bit political. We're going to see why, and how Reform will be unable to form the new government, and why Kemi Badenoch, the leader of Conservatives and the Conservative Party as a whole, is in deep trouble. So, as you can see from the image, this data is taken from the latest MRP poll. So this poll pots takes there's a normal poll, and then they convert the number of heads polled, and they convert it into seats. As you can see, but as you can see, we need 326 seats to form a majority, and as you can see, Reform are 15 short of that. So they wouldn't be able to form a working government. If perhaps the easiest way to form a government is if Reform and the Conservatives join forces. That might be the most simplest and quickest way to form to get enough MPs to create a government, a working government, if you know what I mean. But already the Tories have said they refuse to work with Reform, and they're going to refuse to work with Labour as well. So is this the end of the Conservative Party? They're going to have to be the kingmaker, whatever happens. So even if they decided not to go with Reform and said, actually, we're going to go with Labour, as you can see on the right-hand side, the Rainbow Coalition. So the Rainbow, that'll be Labour, Liberal Democrats, Scottish Nationals, Green and Plaid Cymru, the Wales Party. As you can see, they're only on 272 on their own. Even with with Tory support, they're only up to 317, which is still not enough. As you might be able to, some of you of the eagle-eyed viewers might see, I've got 326 seats and then 323 with an asterisk next to it. I'll come on to that now. So as you can see, the results for the MRP only polled people living in England, Wales, and Scotland, and Great Britain. I've also put on the Northern Irish. So these are the actual results from the latest general election in Northern Ireland, because they don't really get polled, and they're quite a different. It's a different situation in Northern Ireland. The main parties don't really stand there. It's mostly to do with nationalists, which to the nationalist parties, they're the ones who want a united Ireland. They want Northern Ireland to be part of the Republic of Ireland again, so the whole of Ireland is its own country. And then you got the unionist parties. They're the ones who want the Northern Ireland to stay part of Great Britain. So the reason why I put 323 seats, you might only need 323, is that Sinn Féin, who got 7 seats last time out, they don't actually take their seats in the House. They abstain. So I've taken off another 3 seats, because basically only out of the 326 seats, only 323 would perhaps be used. So even with that, even 323 seats, neither the Rainbow Coalition or Reform have enough. Okay, so what else can we do? So perhaps the DUP, the Democratic Unionist Party, like they did with the Conservatives with Theresa May in 2017, I believe. Maybe those 5 extra seats. Maybe they'll join Reform, and so might the Ulster Unionist and the traditional Unionist voice might join as well. So that's another 7 seats. So that puts the Reform on 318. Still not enough. There's still 5 short. You can see if on the others on the Great Britain. I presume one of those would be the Speaker. One of those would be Jeremy Corbyn's party, the new party that he's creating. I know that they wouldn't go for the lot with Reform either, so you can't get the 5 extra seats from there. So yeah, I think they'll have to rely on some of the Conservatives, being treacherous and turning into Reform. That's the only way I can see that they can do it. either Kemi Badenoch of the Conservatives, you're going to have to choose either to side of Reform or Labour after the next general election. The impact of this could be quite far flung. It could spell the end of the Conservative Party. There could be a great divide where half half go with Reform, and then half join either like Labour or Liberal Democrats, the other parties, and it might spell the end of the Conservative Party. They might still exist as a minor party like the Liberals. Like the Liberal Party before they became Liberal Democrats. The original Liberal Party is still going, but it's a very minor party these days. So that's it. Basically, there's going to be some backdoor shenanigans. I reckon there's going to be some sort of wheeling and dealing. There's going to be a lot of treachery, a lot of backstabbing. I reckon coming up after the next election. Do I think? I think Reform. Nigel Farage will be the next Prime Minister. However, I reckon there's going to need some support from some Northern Irish parties, and then a few rebel Conservatives as well. Just to get them over the line. I can't see people. I can't see the other parties going with the Rainbow. The Rainbow Coalition. Even the Tories, I don't think will be able to go with it. I suppose if push came to the shove, they think, well, we're a right wing party, so is Reform. They're a right wing as well. It makes sense for if our ideologies are pretty much the same, so it makes sense for us to join. So I reckon probably what might happen is Reform and the Conservatives, they probably will end up being in coalition together to form the next government. However, it just goes. It depends how things go. Reform might get. There's a long time to go. I think it's 2029. The next election is due, so we've got a long time now. Anything can happen between now and then to decide who will form the next government. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think will happen at the next general election in the comments.